I'm Sid, and these are my best friends. My mom, Kim, my dad, Ty, my sister, Maddie, and our salty dog, Stella. We started our adventure refitting a Lagoon 450 before taking on the massive project of resurrecting a sunken 2021 Leopard 50. It's been one heck of a ride, but we're on this adventure to die with memories, not dreams, and live dauntless.
In order to move on to the boat, we have a couple of things that are important, and it's not just air conditioning or power. We need water. All the heads are freshwater heads, which means that without our freshwater system up and running, we can't flush heads or run water, and those are all important things to being able to move onto the boat and be somewhat successful. So, one very important piece that we have to do is connect the water lines to the hot water tanks. Otherwise, we get spray all over the engine rooms. So, Ty's asking, why do we have to connect it to the hot water tanks? I think I just explained that. Because if we don't, it sprays all over the engine rooms.
Why aren't they already connected, Kim? Because it sank.
Well, yeah, it sank, so it's not already connected. Anyway, I don't know if you can hear what he's saying down there. So let's take a look at what Ty's doing. Show me what you're doing.
So, we had to replace the hot water tank because you can imagine that an electrical hot water tank floating in salt water probably isn't going to fare too well. And of course, all the insulation is covered in salt. So we put brand new tanks in, which is awesome. We got a tank on each side, but when we tore all the damaged stuff out of the boat, I cut the wires. I cut the hoses. Apparently.
You've been doing too much electrical.
I have been. So I've got to connect these to the hot water tank. They used some flexible connections before, and I'm actually decided I'm going to keep it with PEX because it is nice and flexible. But I'm going to put some shutoffs in here. One, to add as a union to extend it, and also two, so I can actually shut it off in the engine room if I ever need to service the hot water tank. So, Kim,
Yes, love.
can I have the Oetiker clamps and the valves? So I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. All right, so Oetiker clamps, babe,
What?
and valves.
Ooh. Do you have these little parts too?
I don't need those parts. Those are for the inside.
Why'd you bring it outside?
All right, Oetiker clamps are these guys. I don't know if we talked about this before, but this is a stainless ring that is kind of prefabricated to fit around the size of the pipe. And when you take a pair of Oetiker pliers and you grab this ring like this and you squeeze this down, it compresses and makes a permanent non-reusable but extremely secure hose connection. The reason I like these is you don't get cut. I got sliced up like crazy this last week with these damn hose clamps. So I'm going to use Oetiker wherever I can in the boat. Now you do have to destroy them to reuse them, but they are inexpensive, extremely durable, and tough as nails. So this is the way this guy's going to work. I'm going to take I haven't got color coordinating valves because Amazon had them available. And this is a PEX fitting right here. These are all ribbed. And watch this fanciness. Okay, so the way this works is clamp goes on first, then the fitting goes on over top of that, and I am going to make sure that the clamp is facing up. In fact, you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to put two on because I can. I believe we're above the water level, but just in case. All right. And it would be fresh water, so it really doesn't matter. Okay. Now I'm going to take this guy. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but I will do my best. go. Check out that. That's what it looks like once it's installed. I'm going to put a second on here just for good measure. I don't believe it needs it, but boats, you know. Okay. Now that's connected on this side. I'll get another piece of PEX from up top and run these around here in just a minute, but for now I'm just going to throw the valve on it and do the red one. And of course, as usual, all this will be in, all these links will be in the description for these tools and parts. Ah. It doesn't take that much force. I'm just old and I've got arthritis and it's early. So, all right. That, as dads say everywhere, isn't going anywhere. All right, babe, can I have the red and blue PEX line?
Do you want me to just get you a piece down there? You don't want all of it, do you?
I just want the red for now.
Okay.
All right. So, giant spool. I'm just gonna feed it around the back of the water tank, hook it up, and then I'll basically just clip off the excess.
Okay, port side, wash, rinse, repeat. Here we go in there.
I really need to clean these engine rooms.
Yeah, they are filthy. Here's the camera. Show the folks what you're doing.
This side's way easier.
It's recording, so.
This side's easier because, well, the connections are right here. They don't go around the back, so I think it should be pretty straightforward. All right, I have everything connected, I think. And for full disclosure, I thought I had it connected the first time, and there was one hose in here that was a feed to the old water maker, the feed from the old water maker to flush, and that was kind of pouring. That put a gallon in the bilge. And then I got that plugged up, and I was all proud of myself. I turned it on again, and it just wasn't building pressure. And then I realized I put 2 gallons in each of the bilges in the engine room. Now, I didn't touch anything, or it's all fresh water, but because I forgot to hook up the hot water tanks. Anyway, I think we've got all of this situated. I only have water right now in the port holding tank, and it primes super fast. And we were using, I gotta check again, this is a Marco UP6/E. It's a 12 or 24 volt pump, and it's supposed to do 6.9 gallons a minute with no rise, and I think it's gonna work like really, really well. Cool thing about this pump is that if you have some bit of flexible line in the system, you don't need an accumulator tank. So you're not going to hear the pump run after you shut off the water and let it build up pressure. The cool thing about this pump is as you open the valve or open any valve, it slowly speeds up because it doesn't sense enough back pressure. So it just thinks, hey man, we need to run more water. So the cool thing about that is it really will give us a lot of water volume at decent pressure, supposedly. So we're gonna try it out right now and see what happens. I have to holler at Kim. All right, babe, turn it on.
All right, fresh water pump on.
All right, we got a lot of running. I don't know what it's filling up or what it's draining into right now, but we are moving some water. So I'm gonna investigate and see where it's coming out of. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting some pressure out of the sink. Let's go check the bilges. Hey, babe.
Yeah?
Will you check the bilge on that side and walk around and see if you hear any water noise and check VIP?
That's gonna be tough with all these fans running.
Turn them off. All right. I don't. Sure. All right. If I hear water flow, keep in mind this is fresh water in a boat, so if we get a leak, it's just gonna rinse the bilges down. So it's not that big of a deal. Let's. Yep, right there. I got some water running. What's that water running from, I wonder? Alright. Let's check here. No, I don't see any water. Alright, I have to check in the floor where the old water maker was at. Hey, turn the water pump off! I think I found the leak. Alright. That's alright, I'm pretty sure this is where all the water leak is coming from. I think I just put in, oh man, a few gallons in the bilge. Easy. Alright, will you hold this door closed for just 1 second?
Closed as it goes at the moment.
Alright. Let's access and port forward here. Okay. Now. Oops. Alright, you can let it go. Can you go turn that water back on again? And be ready to turn it back off. Yep. Where in the hell is that leaking out of? Now I'm totally confused. It's leaking out of the inboard wall.
Where is it leaking?
Out of this inboard wall. Ah! Look what I found. An empty open pipe. Well, that's not good. We probably should plug that. And I wonder... I have no idea what the hell it goes to. Alright, we need to get a flashlight. Alright, I'm not sure exactly what that water feed goes to. I think it might have been a part of the freshwater flush system for the water maker. So I am going to plug and cap this guy, and then I think that's the last one. But stand by, I'll let you know. Alright. Plug there. Retainer clip. Now, we should be set. Right, Kim? You gonna turn it on again?
I think I hate this almost as much as I hate holes in my boat.
It's fresh water from inside the boat going to another inside part of the boat.
Right. It's not supposed to be going inside the boat like that.
We've been doing lots of construction. A little freshwater rinse in the bilge isn't going to hurt anything. All right. Here we go again. Restarting. All right. Number 2. Or number 5. Go.
On.
All right. Now, it is going to have to build pressure, and it is going to have to flush water through the whole system. There's the hot water tanks alone have, they hold, I believe, 11 gallons apiece, so it's quite a bit. So this is going to take a couple minutes. I'm going to go around and start bleeding on this side. I'm going to ask Kim if she can go and just check to see if there's any leaks on the other side. Hey, babe, can you check on the other side and lift up the floor panels and listen and lift up the floor panel at the base of the VIP cabin of the bed? See if there's anything running from the head. Okay, and then look in our cabin where the bilge pump goes and see if there's any water running from either direction over there. So the nice thing about this boat is that all the bilges are gelled, and it's pretty much kind of water resistant or waterproof. So if you get any water leaks that are running down on the inside, it's not really hitting any raw wood, which is super awesome. And all of the wood that I've put in for support brackets and what have you have been completely covered in gel coat. So it's kind of a water resistant boat. All right, now it's still running. Let's see here. Oh, there's gonna be some yum yums coming out of there. See if we can get a bunch of hot water running through. Alright, we got good cold water flow through. Yeah! Alright, I'm going to open up the hot water tap so we can fill those hot water tanks on this side. You have to open a hot water tap on either side, I believe, because the hot water systems are isolated to either side of the boat, but the fresh water, the cold water kind of runs everywhere. Alright. I don't see any additional water flow. I'm not getting any water leaks here. Okay. I haven't heard Kim screaming yet, so I think that we're good outside. At least Alright, I'm getting no water flow through the hot. How you doing?
Okay.
Engine room's good?
No, I thought you were going to go check them.
Oh.
You said...
Alright, let's go check. No leaky. Alright, let's check this other one. No leaky. Make sure my valves are open. Yep. Okay. I think we're good. I think we just need to open up these faucets and get all the rest of the air kind of out of the lines, and we need to fill up those water tanks. So at 6.9 gallons a minute, you know, we have at least 4 or 5 minutes of running just for hot water. So we're gonna run around, check all this stuff out, and we'll be back to report if we find any leaks. But in the meantime, oh, we're getting some hot water flow, kids. All right, so we got a mattress in the way here in the VIP head, but let's see how this looks. Oh yeah, that's the water flow we're talking about. Look at that. Holy cow, water flow. Yeah, it's all out of the hot water tank. That is a crazy amount of air and water flow. All right, so I can hear it. I think we're gonna get some hot water here in just a second. Yeah, just flow. That is all hot water. So we now have bled the hot water tank on starboard side, and we've got good flow on cold and hot. So I'm pretty excited about that. All right, I will come back and do the showers later. We got stuff in the showers, and I'm gonna have to use a bucket. And so having that bucket, so I can basically drain into that. Because our shower sumps aren't hooked up yet, but we'll get to that here in a second.
Sorry, I didn't realize that you were recording. The pump is sounding different, so it sounds like the pitch has changed, so I think that it might be getting closer to pressurizing.
Nice.
It just ramped up again when you turn that faucet on.
Isn't that crazy? You can hear it, and it's super quiet.
Hear it ramping down.
Yep. All right, turn
But
that on.
it's not shutting off.
That's okay. Turn that water on so we can hear the pump. Yep. Alright. Alright, so we don't have any debris in our filters. We have washed out the tanks. Madison washed, scrubbed, cleaned, and her and I reinstalled the tanks earlier this summer. So I'm really happy we don't have any leaks at the pump. And I'm now going to close this up and show you what this pump sounds like when it's kind of running at half flow. It's pretty cool. So there you go. And now, if I can find the other cover.
You put it in the head.
Can you guys hear? Just a tiny bit. All right.
It is time for a very unfortunate job for Ty. In order to move onto the boat, we have one last thing that is kind of like pushes us over the edge to be able to move aboard, and that is the toilets. He's already replaced the toilet in the port aft head, but we still need to do the VIP cabin, which is where Maddie is going to be, and then the owner's cabin, and get those toilets swapped out for the brand new ones that we got from Dave and Colleen. Thank you very much, guys. But that means that Ty has to disconnect the existing toilet, which probably still has a little bit of yum-yums in it, and get the new ones installed. So let's go see what kind of torture he's going through.
Oh shit!
Oh my gosh.
Look at all of that frickin' sand.
Just when you thought we got it all out. Oh my god.
Holy shit. Oh, it made it in the back of the toilet. We weren't able to see it. Look at that, even twigs.
Oh my
Son of a...
gosh.
Ew.
Look at that fancy new toilet.
Right? I think I should read the manual. There's 2 undesignated wires. And I don't want to blow up my...
Brand new toilet.
blow up my new shitter. Not that way, at least. It's so inappropriate. Okay.
Tell me why you're not replacing that hose.
Because Leopard in their infinite wisdom decided to... Every barb fitting in the boat is, thank goodness, single clamped above and double clamped below the waterline. But not only do they use hose clamps on their barb fittings, they use Sika. And it is a pain in the ass. So you pretty much have to destroy the hose, take the hose clamps off, cut the hose, cut it off the barb, and then I just see the potential for future leaks. So it's already there, there's nothing wrong with the hose that's there, so I'm just gonna connect it back to the toilet, and that's the only serviceable non-glued fitting in the entire system besides the water feed. So it's a little frustrating, but I know it doesn't leak, so that's good.
All right, the last thing.
I know that this has never been used. Oh, that was loud.
Crisp.
Nice. Do not open toilet seat when it is removed from the fixing. Well, then we'll just leave it taped. Alright, I did do the one on the other side of the boat in the port aft cabin already. So I have had practice on this.
Well, plus it's the same deal that we did on the 450, so.
Yeah. But this one has a cool quick release thing, so if you need to clean the toilet seat, you just push this button and it releases off the pins and the whole thing just comes off and you can take it out and wash it. Okay.
And it's a soft close.
You like that, right?
I do. Can you get that extra little bit off of the rim?
Dude, I'm working on it. It's a really tough rim job. That's gonna need some Goo Gone.
I have that.
All right. So Kim, I need you to pay attention. When you're done using the restroom, this is where the toilet seat goes.
It does not.
Okay. The reason they put this in is for guys, so that when I put this down, it's nice and quiet, so that I don't disturb you when I need to use the restroom. But when you're done, ladies, up, this is where it belongs.
Wrong.
Yeah, so you can see that it's clean. That's why it's here.
Wrong.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So want to pee in this toilet? I am gonna run water in it and flush it first, because if something goes haywire,
You don't want it to be pee.
to be peed to clean up.
Okay, so
All right, water's on. Temporary toilet is on. Let's go prime the water and see if we can flush something.
oh my gosh.
All right, just make sure we got water flow because I've been switching tanks back and forth. I already turned the valve on. Here we go.
Oh my god, there's water in there.
Nice. Let's do it again.
Fill it, now flush it.
Does that fill? Flush. I can poop again!
I don't think I've ever been so excited for a toilet to flush.
Alright, I need you to take the camera.
Okay.
Because I need some personal time.
Do you have to pee? Are you going to be the first one to pee in the toilet?
I'm gonna be the first one to pee in the toilet.
Oh my gosh. I can see you. Oh my god, I can see you.